Okay, I already missed like 2 days and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's stop here for a second. Wasn't I supposed to have meditated for 21 days straight? Yes, that was the original plan. But just like many other things in life, it didn't exactly go according to the plan. My obsession with meditation had its ups and downs. Over the last years, I've been trying to get better at eliminating the unnecessary and doing what's important and essential. Not only do I find it difficult to juggle between different tasks, but I also find it extremely challenging to focus on one thing at a time and stay consistent. I started deep diving into self-development by reading books and lifting weights in hopes of leveling up myself. But particularly, I viewed meditation as that unique yet simple art that I had to master for some time. But whenever I started it, it ended just after a couple of days and I wasn't feeling inspired to keep up the consistency. But this time, things would be different. Now the plan is to meditate for 21 days and to see if it brings any benefits. Why 21 days? Well, obviously it has been proven that 21 days is how much time you need to form a new habit. I'm really looking forward to getting freaking good at just turning myself off at some point of the day and devoting some time to just be. The way we're gonna meditate is pretty simple. Sit down, relax, and meditate for 10 minutes. We're not gonna do the lotus position because I find it difficult and uncomfortable to meditate like that. Also, I have tried guided meditations in the past, but I have found out that whenever I do them, I just fall asleep. We're skipping that and just sticking to the simple ones. Okay, let's start. Day 1 completed. Definitely not the best meditation experience I ever had. I kept falling asleep during my meditation and also I kind of couldn't focus and concentrate. Maybe it was because I was kind of tired from yesterday's football game and I almost dozed off in front of my computer today a couple of times. But done is done. Here we are for consistency. If it's not perfect, it's okay. We're gonna improve over time. The main thing is we're getting it done and we're gonna make it a habit in the future. So today I found it very difficult and almost impossible to focus and concentrate. I don't really know what the reason is, but I'm guessing maybe I just didn't do it for a long time. So that's the issue for now. Also, I'm falling asleep during my meditation. I'm not sure if you can see in the time lapse that I'm recording daily, but by the end of the meditation, I'm literally just falling asleep. All right, day 2 completed. Day 3 tomorrow. Let's go. So did my journey begin. I prioritized some me time after work and tried to put the world on pause, devoting time to feel the moment. Day after day, I started enjoying the process and got better in understanding why I do this. The main focus became the routine part of it. I cared much less about if it's gonna change anything in my day-to-day life and more about if I'm showing up day after day. I know today I have to meditate for at least 10 minutes and I know I have to do it tomorrow and I know I have to do it the day after tomorrow. And it's just something like a crazy but at the same time very simple routine that you have to do. The only way for you to actually be content with it is to do it today. As simple as that. After being 10 days in, I wanted to get some expert advice and opinion on how to and why to meditate, as well as to get some fresh perspective. So I reached out to my colleagues asking about it, and there was one particular person who has been meditating consistently. And I wanted to learn her take on what inspired her and how she was able to keep going. After agreeing on time and date, we began our interview. Hi, Nicola.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you? So I started a new challenge and I'm also documenting my challenge as I'm meditating for, 21 days. And I just wanted to get an opinion or a perspective from somebody who has been consistently doing it for a long time.
I have a feeling that the most important thing is not push yourself too hard. Mm-hmm. It's like with everything, it's like that people, want to start running and and then they have some trouble and they stop running for 2 weeks and they never come back. So I think this is the first, even 5 minutes a day, it's a success.
Quick question, how long have you been practicing? How many years?
It started my journey with meditation actually started when I was traveling in Nepal. So it will be next year 10 years when I was training in Nepal. And one morning, I went to that monastery. They had an open praying in the morning. And there was that click. There was like, okay, now I'm getting it. Because that atmosphere, the music they playing with it, you know, on that instruments and different bells. And it just changed my perspective because it was like so, I don't know, I cannot, it was just really, really divine, the experience. In this time, it's a good direction. It's something what was so natural for human beings, and we just got so detached from these things.
Get too materialistic. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I'm not gonna take too much of your time. With a fresh breath of air, I humbly continued my journey. I remember her saying something about trying out different times in a day, so I tried them all. When it's daylight, when it's dark, when it's night, and when it's evening. I quickly came to realize that I need a small mental break in the middle of the day, so around 5 p.m. worked for me, and I did indeed find my ideal time. All right. I have tried many times meditating, I've tried many times waking up in the morning, reading a book, you name it, all these things. But something was missing. And I think that something might be really subjective to a lot of people. For me, it has been probably accountability. I have to show up, I have to do this thing. That just creates a very strong mindset. Alright, so today I woke up with a strange feeling and I realized that yesterday I forgot to meditate. I kept it in my mind for some time and then I just forgot, simply went to bed and that's it. So I don't know how responsible that is from my side. Is there anything I can do? No. But today is a punishment for myself. I'm gonna do a 20 minutes meditation, straight, no stops. I don't know how much sense it makes, but still we're gonna do it and hopefully I'm not gonna forget any other sessions. Okay. Day 21 of me meditating. What I think has happened is now I look at meditation as something which is already a part of my life. Now I might skip some days, but at the end what matters is if it's a habit that you are gonna do more or less regularly. And I think so far I have achieved that goal. So can I call it a success already? There's nothing quite like building a habit that becomes an automation after some time and you don't have to think about doing it no more. The same thing goes with brushing your teeth or drinking water. Do you really think about brushing your teeth in the morning or eating or drinking water? I would bet not, because it's a part of your life, it's an automation. You do these things without thinking about them. Now the goal of this video and this challenge was to try my best to make meditation an automation. To answer the question, have I succeeded? I'm gonna be point blank and honest, no. I still have to convince myself and I still have to put some energy to sit there and do nothing for 10 or 15 minutes. On the other hand, I think I'm closer than ever to making meditation my habit. And look, I might skip some days. In the worst case, I'm meditating every other day. And I think that's a pretty good win. I want to finish this video off with 2 recommendations. And those are going to be book recommendations. The very first one is The Power of Now. It's an amazing book. I read it last year. Okay, to be honest, I don't remember too much, but I do remember one idea. And if you remember one idea from the books that you've read, I call it a success. So the idea goes like this. There is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow, there's only present moment. There has never been yesterday and there will never be tomorrow. So imagine like there's a straight line and you're just living in the straight line. And yesterday, well, when you were living yesterday, it was present time. And right now it's present time and there will never be tomorrow. It's just gonna be different present, if that makes sense. So that idea alone helped me immensely in my meditation journey, especially when I wanted to bring my attention to the present moment and try to focus on some thoughts. The second one is gonna be Atomic Habits. In fact, let me show you. This book is such a gem. It's way better to meditate 2 minutes today and 2 minutes tomorrow and 2 minutes the next 30 days than 2 hours today and do nothing tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. It just basically means that if you want your habits to stick to your routine, you have to make it consistent. It's 1 hour, 1 minute, doesn't really matter. What matters is, are you consistent? Meditating for 21 days has completely changed my mindset on how to build habits. Whereas before I used to be so pumped up and inspired and motivated to start something, but then I would just burn out after a couple of days and lose interest. After this challenge, I know for sure that it's way better to do something small and incremental, but stick to it over the long period of time. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, that would be to understand that we do sports and physical activities to keep our body in shape, but we don't really do too much to keep our mental state in shape. Why don't we as well try to make some mindfulness session in our lives? Could be meditation, could be going for a walk, could be reading, anything that works for you. How do we actually do meaningful work and get rid of distractions? My answer would be meditation.